From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you had a nice last day of summer so far, and definitely still feels like summer out there. Not much at all in the way of cloud cover across the North State. In fact, the nearest clouds are up in Oregon, so pretty much the entire state of California looks clear and really pretty decent here for today to start our weekend out. Widespread 90s is the story, really not seeing much in the way of triple digits, nothing like that. I really don't see much of that on the board at all over the next 5 to 7 days. Today, of course, included with that. Now, a few of us might hit, 99, maybe right there near 100 in eastern Humboldt County, out in western Trinity County, but most of us in the valley, 95, 96. Temperatures getting back down to lower 90s in southern portions of the valley by Chico. Rest of us here in the lower to mid 80s and even some mid 70s here from Siskiyou County east towards Modoc County in the eastern mountains. And some of us out there in Lassen County and Shasta County will probably be, kind of in the 80s range, right there in the lower 80s. So yeah, pretty good out there, all things considered. And as we hit over the next several days, well, there's a little variability in the forecast, but here's the truth. I think, personally here, according to the forecasts, we're going to be erring on the side of the warmer conditions as opposed to the cooler conditions. Now, that doesn't mean there's not going to be any variability, because you see the system coming in, that cold air, represented by the bluer and purple colors, and you're like, okay, well, looks like it's coming towards the North State, right? By Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's see how that goes. Well, the high pressure kind of wins and just nudges it north just in due time as it's creeping in. It makes it down to southern Oregon with the highest impulse of that cooler air, and we'll feel some of the impacts of that. Yes, we will. But we won't be in the core of it, and we won't be in the remnant area behind it, quite like it will be up here from Seattle, up here into the Haida Gwaii area along the coast of Canada. Unfortunately, that's not our luck, right? However, there is a little bit of a break there, so we're not going to be talking 70s, nothing like that here in Trinity County, but we will be talking lower 90s, maybe even some upper 80s by Wednesday, Thursday, which is when you saw that moving in with pretty much clear skies. So actually, in some ways, this is kind of the best of both worlds. A little bit of rain would be really useful, but at least we get some pretty nice conditions out of it, and also at least a little bit of a cool down. On the coast, we'll be back up to the 70s here by Tuesday, so there's a little warm up there. Eastern Humboldt County probably in the upper 90s for tomorrow. Checking a look here, though, up further north, go a little further inland, and you can kind of see that cool down here, too, right? We're not going to be in the mid-90s anymore. We do get back down to the mid-80s. So, yeah, there is the trend downwards a little bit, but it's going to be on the warmer side of a cooling trend as opposed to a more dramatic cooling trend. But you know what? Anything helps. That much is for sure. Siskiyou County here, we're going to be in the widespread 80s here pretty much for the rest of the week in some variety or another. I think the warmest portion of the week is Monday to Tuesday just before that system moves through. Then we get back down to the mid-80s and even lower 80s by the end of the week. But the rest of us in eastern Siskiyou County and Modoc County, yeah, we're going to be in the 70s here for the next several days with a few 80s returning by Tuesday. But hey, we get back down to the 70s probably by next weekend. So really not that long of a trend, right? Kind of a mini roller coaster ride, so to speak here. But you head out towards eastern mountains, you head out toward the valley, and you really don't see that trend quite as much because, like I said, it kind of restricts the cooling trend up further north. And in fact, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, kind of warm up just a little bit. We get back up into the mid 80s out there. But you know what? That definitely beats 99, 100, at least in my opinion. Down here in the southern portions of the valley, we'll be in the, about lower 90s, right? So we see that trend a little bit as opposed to the upper 90s, which over the next few days we will see with clear skies all throughout. By the way, a little gusty and kind of dry at times, so let's do our part to help prevent any new fires. I'm not talking red flag warnings everywhere, but still do want to mention that. Now, Lakehead, down to Red Bluff, same situation here, upper 90s for now, probably no triple digits. I really don't see that being particularly likely over the next few days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, towards the end of the week, though, notice those lower 90s taking back over, so that is that trend there, at least in some fashion or another. So, not all bad. I think it's pretty decent out there here for the next 7 days.